Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? It's your boy. Another day of Gossip TV. That's A-Dog TV. Today we're reacting to some some Reddit confessions, and let's just see. Just different type of reaction. You feel me? Let's just see. Trying to join the algorithm, see what everyone likes me reacting to, and if you watch all of my other videos, you can let me know what you like me reacting to, and I can just stick to those topics. But right now, it's a new channel. We're just filtering. You feel me? But anyway, without further ado, let's go.
And daddy sometimes. Like, we were that type of friendship. A year ago, she had told me that she had this little secret, and I was really curious what it could be. Normally, she would tell me her secrets, but this one was kept to herself. We carried on talking over Discord and stuff when she said she was ready to tell me the secret. She began telling me she had feelings for me. I was a bit confused as to why she had a crush on me because I thought we were just really close friends. Basically, I told her that I was more attracted to boys and that girls were still in the question. However, I just prefer men and that I didn't see anything romantic between us. So she was really upset. Move forward a few months, again, like we always did, I kept being flirty and we continued our normal friendship. On Valentine's Day, I was talking about who was going to be her Valentine's and if she had anyone lined up. She began asking me whether I wanted to be her Valentine's, even though I said months previous that there was nothing romantic between us. Was it my fault that I kept having flirty conversations with her? And as someone may say later on, am I the a-hole?
Right. I don't know what type of friendship that is. Calling each other mommy and daddy. That is wild. Yeah, I don't know what type of friendship that is. That is crazy. Never heard of that one.
But like, I don't think I've ever really had. Okay, let me rephrase that. From what you're describing, I do feel like anyone could have picked up on the fact that she was into you. But also, I don't think you were leading her on, because if that was the nature of your friendship where you guys are just very flirty, if that's what the friendship was, and that's what it was, and you guys established that you were friends, so her developing feelings for you even after you were very clear about how you felt towards her and the friendship, it's not really your fault. However, moving forward, I don't think you should continue mommy daddy friendships with people that are really into you. At least I wouldn't. I just feel like if I had a crush on somebody and he kept calling me mommy, I don't think that would make me feel less. I would feel a lot more. I would feel a substantial amount more, actually. But no, I don't think you're the a-hole in the situation. That is my final verdict, not the a-hole. I started dating this girl that was new to our school. She was pretty chill, but one red flag I saw was that she was a huge flirt. She would ask for my number and text me at like midnight while they were together. I tried not to engage because obviously she was dating my best friend. One day I saw her at a football game. Keep in mind, me and my friend are both in the band, so we didn't know what was happening. And my girlfriend saw her.
If she's dating your best friend, you should not even be collecting the number. You already messed up. I can see where this is going. You already messed up. Why are you collecting a girl's number that's dating your best friend and she's texting you at midnight? It's already awkward. It's already awkward.
Posted on her private Snap story a picture of them like all over each other. My friend really liked her and I didn't want him to get hurt. Am I the a-hole for not telling him about it? It's definitely a difficult situation because you don't want to be the person to deliver that news. But also, if it were you and you were dating a huge red flag and other people saw it, you would want them to tell you too. I hope this is past tense and it's all like in the past, we're all over it. But if this is a current situation, it's just very unfortunate. Is that an option? Can I say that? I'm gonna make that a new tier. It's very unfortunate. That is what I'm assigning the situation. I'm gonna say yes, you kind of are. I just know anybody would want that information to be given to them, which I know is uncomfortable and I know it's weird and awkward, but this is something that you should tell someone.
That's what I'm saying. That's your best friend. It's already awkward. It's already awkward. Like, you should have told your best friend. You going behind his back, replying to the girl messaging you at midnight when both of them are together. It's already awkward. You should have told your best friend, man. Come on, man. Bros over hoes all day. You should have done that, man, and let him know that, look, this is what she's doing, you know. But yeah, he messed up. He messed up.
He's dating a red flag, flirting with people, texting you at midnight. Girl, if you don't tell that bestie what's going on, I will tell them myself. Number 5608. 17-year-old guy. I have a home, a job, and support myself completely. Last Thanksgiving, I went to a picnic with all my family for a reunion. When I arrived, my grandma told me I needed to sit at the kids' table since I wasn't married and didn't have kids. I told her that was ridiculous and I have rightfully earned my spot at the adults' table. However, she refused, so I smashed all the bottles of beer I brought and stormed out of the house. Am I the a-hole?
I mean, it is a bit cruel for you to sit on another table because you're not married and you don't have kids. I hear that. Then again, those are the wake up calls, isn't it? Like if you treat a family member that's not trying to get married or have kids like that, you treat them that way, then it will push them. But if you treat them like nothing is wrong, everything is fine, then they're gonna think it's cool. So yeah. But for you to storm out the place and smash all the bottles you brought, yeah, you're definitely the a-hole, 100%. 100%. That's just what you're 27 years old. What the heck are you doing? Like, gosh, man, that is wild. Come on. Grandmas say how it is. See, their generation, they don't sugarcoat. They don't care about how you're gonna feel about this and that. They will just say it how it is. You're getting it as hard as it is. People talking behind your back these days. People want to sugarcoat in front of you. But grandma, whatever grandma says behind your back, she will say in your face exactly the same. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So he should have known what kind of grandma. But he's 27 years old. What are you doing? A man as well. Like, what the heck are you doing, bro?
A-hole for not logging out of my ex subscriptions. Okay, so when me and my ex were dating, she let me use her subscription for something and I had to log into her Apple ID to get it. So I did, then logged out once I got the app. But since it's downloaded on her Apple ID, whenever she renews the subscription, it renews for me too. So we broke up and it renewed the subscription. Then she texted me saying, log out of my Apple ID. Me trying to be funny was like, thank you. Then said it automatically paid for. I didn't log in. Then she wanted a screenshot and crop the part out and post it saying, ex really logged into Apple ID. With the part of me saying I didn't log in cropped out with the audio.
You like it? You like it?
The fuck is this?
First of all, I mean, if it's an Apple ID, I don't know. I'm a Samsung user. I don't know how it works, but I'm guessing you'd be getting the Apple Music for free and everything. But if she really wanted to change, she could have easily changed the password, or she could have disconnected you from the. So you don't have to do it yourself. She can easily do it from her side. So I guess she was just trying to use a reason to find out whether, you guys are still talking. But she doesn't want to say it. She's trying to use. What's that saying? Be mean to keep them keen. That's what she's doing. So come on. She could have easily taken you off that, man. So yeah, you're not the a-hole on this one.
So sorry, this is long. Don't apologize, it's okay. So basically, I've got this group of friends. I only like one of them. And basically, they never invited me to anything and would actually change hangout dates without telling me. I was basically the girl who always walks behind on the sidewalk. At one point, I just snapped and realized how badly they were treating me. So I posted on Snap about it without mentioning their name. But they figured it out and got really angry at me for not telling them sooner. Even though they literally had a whole separate group chat without me. And no one ever talked to me. And then one of the little demons texted me saying that I was just overreacting and basically tried to gaslight me into feeling guilty. So I blocked her, as you should. Now they all hate me and I only speak to the nice ones. So am I the a-hole for not directly confronting them? Not everybody is confrontational. And also, you posting on Snap but without mentioning their names, I know may sound petty, but also I'm like, you could have easily name dropped and dragged them, and their response to that is getting mad at you for not telling you sooner. They had a whole group chat without you, they purposely excluded you, and they never talked to you. And the time you stood up for yourself and posted about it without even mentioning their names, they're getting mad because you didn't say it soon enough. Was there like a time like, aw, you said it past 12? If someone ever told me that they were upset with the way I was treating them, I really wouldn't put too much concern on the timing in which they told me.
Because you got a group chat without me and you're mad at me. Nah, I guess maybe, you know what, you're not it just means that obviously I'm not the main character in it. I'm a feature in the friendship because, boy, I don't care. I think as guys, we don't really care about group chats like that. I think group chats and this and that is more of a girl's thing. But, as a guy, I wouldn't care if my friends got a group chat that I'm not in. couldn't care less. Doesn't bother me, man. It is what it is, man. It is
Told me. It's
what
more
it
of like,
is.
how are you treating this person? That should be where the focus is. And obviously, it's not with your friends. I definitely don't think you are. And I'm happy you stood up for yourself. Also, I liked how when they tried to gaslight you, you just pressed the block button. Because honestly, I'm at that point right now. I think this is mature though. Like, you're protecting your peace. And you obviously were able to identify when your friends weren't your friends anymore. So I'm happy you got rid of them. And I hope you have better friends now. So a few months ago, I had a Tinder date with this guy I matched with. We went to a nice restaurant, and on the way back to his house, he told me to drive because he wasn't feeling well. About halfway back, he told me he needed to use the bathroom immediately. I'm scared. We were on a side road in the middle of nowhere, and there was nowhere to stop. I frantically tried to find a bathroom, but then he told me he couldn't wait any longer and literally went on the seat. I kicked him out of my car and later returned to his house and made him pay for his seat replacement. Am I the a-hole for making him pay?
If I was in that guy's situation, I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. I'm never gonna see that girl again. Oh, hold on. Yeah, if I was in that guy's situation, I'm never gonna see that girl again. Cause boy, oh gosh, he couldn't wait any longer, and he ended up doing it in the seat. I remember, I'll tell you a story of mine as well. When I was at uni, one of my mates, it was a freshers week, and he had his girlfriend and her friend, both of them were drunk, and he gave me money. He goes, he gave me, I think it was, I can't remember how much it was, £10 or £20, whatever. Anyway, to drop them home. So I said, yeah, I'll do it, and I'll drop them home for £20. So on our way home now, on my way dropping them home, literally, his girlfriend and her best friend was sitting in my back seat, but both of them were laying down. So the friend was laying at the bottom, and his girlfriend was laying on top. So the girlfriend threw up, and the sick went all over the best friend's face, and the best friend threw up as well, went all over my seat. And my seat was not leather; it was fabric. So when I dropped them home, that's dang. I told him, yo, you have to take my car to the car wash. He spent £45 the next day to take it to the car wash where you can wash out the whole thing, because it was stinking. You know what I'm saying? But it would have been a problem if he didn't offer to pay to clean my car. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a different story, but he offered to clean it, so I wasn't mad at him, because, you know, it is what it is, that he sorted it out. So from when the guy ended up paying to get a new seat or whatever, he sorted out the problem. But I understand it's a first date, so it's different. As the guy, I would not want to see her again, but it's up to the girl. If she could find it funny and we could laugh about it, and it's different. But if you're gonna penalize me for it, it happens, innit? It happens. I've had bowel movements before in the where I had to go in crazy places. Hey, but I'll say that for my confession.
Pay, because you know that is his mess, but I do kind of feel like it's a little a-holy to kick him out of your car, because I'm like, what if he had like a medical condition and he like literally could not hold it? I know the situation sucks, and I'm always like thinking about both sides, which is annoying, but like, you're on a date, he's interested in you, you're interested in him. I'm pretty sure him going to the bathroom on your car seat was the last thing he wanted to do. Maybe on the date he ate some really bad food, or he had an obstructed bowel. I don't know. I don't think you should have kicked him out of the car though. I know that's frustrating, and I know if that happened to me, like my new car, I'd be very annoyed. But also, he probably did not want to do that either, and he's probably so embarrassed. So like, to kick him out of the car is just like a little mean. I don't know. We're gonna subdivide this. No, you're not the a-hole for making him pay. You are the a-hole for kicking him out of your car.
She's right. For making him pay is standard. He should have paid for the seat regardless. But to kick him out of the car, he's already embarrassed. So he's gonna pay. He paid for the seat. It's fine, but at least get him home safe, man. Like, now you got him in the middle of the road, embarrassed with thing all over his pants. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit. You got. Come on, man. Human nature, man. Think like that happen all the time. Let's be nicer to people.
Am I the a-hole for telling all the women that my friend dates that he changes his personality and interests to become closer with that girl? The first time it happened was with a girl that was really into K-pop, and my friend knew literally nothing about it.
What kind of friend is that? You ain't a friend. You are not a friend. If your friend is changing his personality, for every single girl. Yeah, fair enough, what he's doing is wrong, but you're still his friend. You're meant to be on his side. He's not hurting anyone. He's just showing interest. And for me, it's recommendable when someone doesn't know nothing about something and he meets a girl that likes this thing and he does his own research and finds out more and more just to impress her. That means, he's willing to go out of his way. He's not stuck in his shell. He's making an effort to learn more about that person. You are not a friend. That's already an AO situation. You are not a friend. I can tell you that for free.
It doesn't suit their music taste. However, tell me why the next week suddenly he's talking to her all about BTS and the songs from them that he listens to, even though he only got into it that same week. The second girl was someone he dated online, which is already kind of iffy, but they've seen each other in real life. They both really liked anime, but the girl was very clingy and valued quality time a lot. He eventually ghosted and even tried cutting some of us off because of how much time he wanted to spend with her. We ended up telling this girl that he isn't usually like this and that he did a whole 180 with his personality. He eventually fell out of love with her because he was tired of being so fake. The last girl he dated, which was recent, was basically just used as a coping mechanism from his last relationship, and he realized this, so he didn't tell his new girl about his past 2 failed relationships. Oh, this is a mouthful. They eventually got to a point where they were taking a break, so I decided to be the better person and spill all the tea about him and his whole personality switching ordeal. Me telling her this convinced her to break up with him, but he was still trying to get with other girls, and he will probably do the same thing to them. Am I the a-hole if I tell any new girls that he dates about his past?
100% you are. How are you telling? That is why. How are you telling people? Yeah. Yeah, those kind of friends. So who needs enemies, boy? Who needs enemies? Because now, because of that, he's lost his relationship. But now you're still trying to troll him for his future relationships, to be telling them about what his personality is like. Mind your business, man. If you don't want to be my friend, just leave me alone. Crazy, man, honestly.
On the whole telling girls about his past, because I don't really know if that's like your place to do that. If I was a messy person and my best friend told somebody that I was involved with about my past, I wouldn't really like that. But it depends on how genuine it is, because if your best friend genuinely wants the best for you and wants you to just focus on yourself, then I get why they're telling other people. And I feel like you're doing that to protect your best friend's peace and also the girl's peace that he's involving himself with, because clearly the situations have been very messy and the
loyalty stays with your friend. You don't know this other person you're just talking to. You're loyal to your loyalty and your your safety, everything. You have to make sure your friend's okay. That's just how it should be. I know it might not be right in real life situations, but it should be like that. You should literally be there for your friend. Not, you feel me? That's wild, man. That's crazy.
I'm just gonna get right to it. Okay, as you should. She's 25 and she's a female, boyfriend likes to be called daddy in bed while we're being intimate. I've obliged this request, but it's starting to creep me out and I've decided I don't want to do it anymore. He is not happy with this and insists it has nothing to do with the connotation of the word. He just simply enjoys hearing me say it. Since he wasn't budging on the issue, I told him I'd like for him to call me grandma in bed as a compromise. He didn't like this option and said it was giving him visuals he would prefer not to have. Like, okay, join the club. Anyways, the last time he tried to initiate intimacy with me, I started to refer to myself as grandma in the third person. Do you like when grandma does that? And he flew off the handle, said I ruined the mood, made him feel gross, and I was being ridiculous. I think I proved my point, but he thinks I'm being an a-hole. So what do you think, Deb? I think this was a roller coaster. That's what I think. Those are my thoughts. There are so many words to use when you're being intimate. I'm sure we could have found a substitute for daddy. I don't know why he was so strict on that. Now
I think it's one of those conflict of interest things, because if she doesn't feel comfortable doing it, and he should respect it, because obviously the way she said grandma and he was getting visualized, he was basically getting thoughts in his head and he didn't like it. So I think that's the same way. If you're telling your girl to do something and she's telling you that it makes her feel disgusting, then you should respect it, innit? It's just how it is. But respect works both ways, man, at the end of the day. You can't expect someone to do something that you don't feel like. You know what I'm saying? It's unless both of you have an understanding. But if someone complains about something, especially in the room, you should respect it, man. It's just how it is, respectfully.
Are you referring to yourself as grandma in third person while being intimate?
So let me know, guys, if you guys want me to react to more of these videos and stuff. You know, it's a funny one. The next one I'm probably gonna react to would be confessions. Not Reddit. So I'll do confessions next. I'll look for nice videos that's trending for confessions, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, another day of Gossip TV. We always gossiping out here, man. You feel me? So let me know what you're gonna gossip about the next day. For now, I'm out, baby. Peace.